Oh, please look who the F I got tonight. Because, hey, this is an open forum. And I know I've started this with I cuss a little bit because I like to cuss. And I know this guy does. I've heard him cuss a here and there and everywhere. And I'll tell you what, I've got me one. Holy shit, it's HVO, high voltage Omar. Don't call him high voltage octane. I done it before, and don't call him that. High voltage Omar, my very special, sorry about that, my very special guest. I appreciate your time coming in. If I'm yelling, I'm sorry because I'm wearing the earphones and I don't know if I'm yelling or not. So please, if I am, just tell me, hey, Kincaid, shut the fuck up and bring it down a little bit. I'm good with that, okay? So again, welcome.
You done?
Yeah, I think so.
You done?
I think so.
You sure?
That was a whole minute. I can go, man. You want me to go? I'll go.
That's what she said. Anyway, though, here we are, right? Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this. And don't make me use the P word by mispronouncing my name. Yeah. No need to pray. Yeah. Anyway, what the F is up?
Well, I thank you for your time because we are in a very topsy-turvy world right now. All over the globe, everything is like upside down. We're all trying to dodge the COVID. the can. Oh God. I just try to lighten it.
There.
I am. I think I crack up every time. I don't think you're supposed to laugh at your own jokes, but I do every time. I love it. But anyways, I digress. But what this is about is the fans that are watching. I hope it's just not like my mom and dad and maybe like Jimmy Limits or somebody. So I hope more than like those three people are watching this.
Yourself too much credit if you think Jimmy Limits is going to watch anything with you involved. Doesn't matter if you have me here.
Now that is true. I will give you that. So I'm sorry if it's just my mom and pop. My bad. What I like to do though is give the fans. What I like. Oh my God, this is going to be a fucking ride. What I like to do is pull back the curtain. I like to introduce HVO to the fans. Even if HVO is your real name, we'll figure that out later on down the road. And I've interviewed HVO a while back at Test of Strength when I first got this rolling, when I wasn't doing the Skype. But first off, how are you doing through the COVID thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you keep this up and I'm cutting the feed right now, all right?
No, let's not do that. I will never, I won't do that.
All right, okay.
Okay.
I've been handling it well. You know me, I take care of myself very well. I'm, no need to rush to the markets and steal toilet paper, do the whole fiasco thing and wearing gloves, blah, 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 blah. I have everything I need in my home. I'm here. No need to go outside to be with, these animals. So I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I don't really care, but yeah.
Yeah. I figured. I thought you were going to cut me off. That's kind of what you do. You've asked me how I've been before, and I start talking, and it kind of just happens. It's a thing we've got. I don't know why, what it is. But anyways, well, again, I like to pull back.
Not rub your face on that beautiful shirt ever again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see what you just did there. You disrespected the shirt. You disrespected me.
Can I touch it with my fingertips? Because you're not supposed to.
You're fine, but I didn't like the. No. That is like quality shirt, Mr. Kincaid. I told you, you can use it for podcasts. You can use it to go to the supermarket while you're buying toilet paper, when you just want to go for a walk, when you want to buy the Reich, if you want to sit at home eating cereal and watching TV. Hell, you want to take a nap. You got out the shower, you need a shirt. Guess what? That shirt is a perfect shirt. It can be worn everywhere and anywhere for any occasion.
Wow. A one and all garment, if you will.
That's right, baby.
Wow. Now, HVO, I've met you quite some time ago, and at the PWA CT in Cheshire, Connecticut. Now, I know that's not where you're actually from, but that's where I first saw you perform, and holy crap, caught right onto your character, what you were giving to the fans. Didn't like all of it, but your prowess in the ring, and of course the mouth, it has to all come together as a character, a package, a gimmick, if you will, to project to the fans. And man, You do that very well. And that's why I think I grasped right onto your character. All right. Now, HVO, is that something you've been all along, the high voltage Omar? Or were you like the Midnight Prowler when you first began, or like Spider Guy or something like that? Or
Those are like your internet like gaming names, aren't they? And
I,
Nightcrawler.
well, one of them is
You're on
Nightcrawler.
Xbox, fellas. Come join the game, right?
One of them is, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It
So,
was.
so
It was never. It wasn't like HVO. I started. I didn't have a name. My name is John, and the company's owner where I started, his name was John, and we went with this whole John thing for a little while. Somehow ended up with John Voltage, which I was a pretty much better than you Puerto Rican because I can obviously speak English. I am not someone who just wants to speak one language and then you're in Puerto Rico and then you're speaking English walking down the street and they're mi hijo habla español porque estamos en Puerto Rico. I speak the language I want. I believe you know this. I believe
yes.
you know. It's called Spanglish. It's called Spanglish.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's being bilingual. It's being better than everyone else because I can speak two languages. I can start off with English y después de momento terminar en español, right? See that? See? It's too, your feeble brain right now just melted. You're just like, what? Anyway, but yeah, high voltage Omar. I was trying to figure out some kind of a name. I was hanging out with Fox Veneer, and I got the call. I was told I could ride down with him and be a part of the show. We needed a name. We're trying to figure this out. He asked me what name I had. I told him it was John Voltage, and he was, oh, you need to do something with the Omar because you know you're more of an Omar. And then for some damn reason, we just went with like high voltage Omar because the booker came right up to me, oh, name, where you're from, one of the deets, and I was like, the last name I could remember that we had mentioned was high voltage Omar, which someone in the crowd at some point. One show yelled out HVO, and then that's where we got the abbreviation because I was myself ignorant at the moment and did not see the beauty in the abbreviation of the name itself.
The HVO, I noticed that you have some cool gear. Okay, you have one run of it, and it looks like the HBO. And I want to know, did that come from the fans from chanting HBO at you?
Yeah, I got mad. Everybody's, HBO, the whole me yelling back at them. I'm not HBO, I'm HVO. You pay less and get more entertained with me.
Ooh. Wow.
I'm not the office. And the idea for the shirt, pretty much, I kept thinking about it, looked at the HBO logo, and you know what? Hashed it out. Got the V in there looking, the same similar font. And that was it, baby. Those shirts sold quick.
They were going off, man. Because, yeah, I see. I stalk your page. I follow your page. I try to keep up with HVO. And I see when you come out with that new merch, people really buy it. So you don't seem to be a fan favorite at most places. You seem to be more what they call a heel. But either or, you really have the fans invested in what you're doing, no matter what you have going on, from place to place to place, because you've been to a few places now, and the merch goes off the shelf.
What are you insisting I am?
No. It's
I'm
spreading
your
place
to place. No, what are you insinuating here?
Man, you're taking that the very wrong way. You're spreading your wings from promotion to promotion. There's nothing wrong with that. You're gaining experience. Am I not correct on that?
Okay, no, you're right. Continue.
All right. Gee whiz, man. And talk about high voltage. Holy cow, you get. So I've seen you at a few different places. Again, starting with PWA, and there was a specific time and moment where I kicked myself in the ass because I kind of lost the footage. And you called the thing. Now, PWA, one side to the left, that has the good guys, the baby face. To the right are the bad guys or the heels. And of course, there's High Voltage Omar right there on the right-hand side.
It's understood with the bad guys.
Yep. He's standing on the corner, and I'm 2 rows in with my dad, and I think my friend Rich was there with me. And you yelled across something to Nathaniel Carr, and it just, I don't know why, I don't know what, it just tickled the hell out of me because I don't know I only know a few Spanish swears, and you throw a pendejo at him, and I just thought it was hilarious. And it's kind of been a running thing. So do you remember that at all?
Oh yeah, man. Nathaniel Carr is like all mouth and no neck. He's just walking around like this, trying to talk to everybody. He's just annoying. It wasn't his match. He should have just been shutting up, waiting for his number to be called, trying to focus. Oh, who's left? All right, trying to figure out a plan. No, he's over there showboating, trying to take the eyes off of the match on him. So he had to be called out. I called him a pendejo, which is what he is.
Man,
A1. I see Nathaniel Carr right now. Hey, pendejo.
And I tell you, ever since that day, that was part of the trigger that made me remember you. And I've asked you to do it, which is hilarious. I've asked you to do it not like often. Hey, could you do that every match? I've actually, slid in your DMs real quiet, like real, stealthy, like, and just give a pendejo here and maybe a pendejo there. And you've done it. And God, that makes me laugh every single time, man. I thank I thank you for being a good sport with that, because that's some fun shit right there.
And then they call me the bad guy, right? Misunderstood. Misunderstood. I take what I want. I don't wait for it to be brought to me. I don't wait. That's the thing that's wrong with everyone. They wait. They beg. No, I want it. I go and I get it. How many belts was it that I held last year, Don?
4, 5,
All right.
4.
How do you
5.
think that I obtained? How do you think I obtained those 4 championships? Yep, 4. You were correct. How do you think I obtained those 4 championships?
Not
by begging. Not by begging. Not by waiting in the back of the line. Not by saying, "Hey, Mr. Manager guy, did you see my match? Was it good?" No, none of that. I saw what I wanted. I went and I got it.
Now that you're speaking about your accolades, could you tell the fans that aren't familiar with HVO, or even the fans that are but didn't get to see the titles you were holding? Can you go through the run through of what you were holding at the same time?
So I had the New York Championship Wrestling, the main title, first ever champion, by the way, first ever. I had the Battlefront Tag Team Championship. I had the HVO Tag Team Championship, and as well the Interstate Tag Team Championships that we're running right now through Taxia and certain companies.
Wow. I knew if I put on my Ataxia shirt tonight, because hey, I got me some Ataxia gear, but if I put my Ataxia shirt on, I didn't know where that was going to go. I figured I was very safe by wearing this very nice and go to HV. Do you have a pro tee, sir?
No.
Oh, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, what people would have to do is they would have to message the page, see what I would have left at the moment right now, because with recent stuff, I have not been able to make anything new. But I have some old stuff that is at discount. I have some shirts that women can use because like the logos are like not really a huge misprint, but they're like a little bit slanted, that could be used for one of those little fancy shirts that they like to cut up, and make look nice for the summer, which is coming up, hopefully, and it might snow again in a couple days. I'm not sure. We may get a blizzard, but if not, they could wear those shirts. They're going to be at a discount price, maybe a couple dollars for shipping, whatnot. Nothing to hurt no one's pockets, because I understand times suck. Everyone's just trying to do, make the best of it.
Yeah. You said the page, you could get a hold of you through the page. Give us somewhere. Where can we find? I usually kind of almost close with this, but you're volatile. Don't know. You're a question mark, if you will. And I just want to get your information so we could reach you and buy these sweet little shirts.
You can find me right on Facebook, HVO, High Voltage Omar. Right on Twitter, at High Voltage Omar, and on Instagram, I guess, but Facebook and Twitter are pretty much the main two that you can get a hold of me for the shirts.
All right. Again, I follow your pages, and I try to keep an eye on the pulse, and is that the Cheech and Chong, the jar from Cheech and Chong, like the Cheech and Chong jar of pee? Are you drinking pee right now?
No, you uncultured swine.
What?
This
is
one of the finest pineapple rums that you can find right now in the market.
Ooh.
All right?
Wow. Pineapple rum. HVO, sitting back and taking a couple sips. There's nothing wrong. Yeah. Speaking of the finest in alcoholic beverages, a couple nights ago, because we're celebrating Zebra Week, the fine referees that are in the industry right now, and I've had like I'll get to that a little bit later. I've had El Ref, I've had Ref Miggy Stripes, I've had holy cow. But anywho, have you watched any of my episodes at all?
No. It's funny that you would even try to ask that. Don't embarrass yourself. I don't waste my time watching your videos.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much a miracle. You got me like here right now.
I don't know. That threw me for a loop, but anywho, I should have expected that from.
We're here entre amigos. Right now, you're Omi's homie. All right? Hey. That's what we're gonna do right now. That's what we're gonna call it right now. I'm Omar, right? High Voltage Omar, Omis. You're the homies, right? Omi's homies, right? We're gonna try to keep it civil.
I can accept that, even though you don't like my stuff. That's okay. Hey, whatever. No.
High Voltage Omar. Value.
High Voltage Omar. I've seen you as a singles competitor. I've seen you in a tag team, and I want to talk about when you were tag teaming with Fox Vineyard specifically. You were called Fox and Shocks. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. Now, I seen you guys at the XWA Center one time, and you guys went against JC Rodriguez and against Josh Briggs, and they're both big dudes, upcomers. You're all upcomers. Man, what a crazy ride that was. Do you remember that match? Do you remember most of your matches? Again? Could you fill us in on
fully, but I remember the night. I remember, the event that you speak of.
Yeah, I mean, I love that kind of stuff because it's early on, and you guys in girls' career, and you never know what could happen tomorrow. And it was a privilege for me to kind of see you guys in that environment at the XWA Center. Have you gone back up there in a while or what?
We were honored to even be messaged to go up there. The facility is amazing. Love the setup, the entrance, the vibe that you get in there. Breathtaking. Let's say for like someone new, you come up there, you have a couple different how do you call it? Anyway, whatever. Because I don't want to switch into Spanish because it'd be easier for me to explain. But it was a nice facility. We had been asked to come back a few times, but due to like schedule issues, whether we couldn't go up together or singles because Fox, let's say, had something in Pennsylvania, or I already had another booking somewhere else. But we tried to get like a couple of those Thursday shows, the Thursday Throwdowns. Yeah. We tried to get another couple of those, and then this whole thing that you're trying to mix your name with happen.
But great times, like you said, it's a great facility up there, and they have some really cool names up there. And now you were a tag team, and then you kind of guys went your separate ways. You got more back on the singles scene, and we talked about your accolades. Now I want to talk about the first ever, because man, you were really pushing that belt like a champion is supposed to, because you would carry it with you. You would take pictures of laying down next to you and calling it your baby and all of that fun stuff. And but that's what a champion's supposed to do, man. You really took that belt and you tried to elevate it and make it shine for yourself and the company. Talk about, when you won that champion, who you had to beat to get that championship.
Which one are we speaking of?
The New York Championship there. The
So NYCW, it was an amazing night. So we had a tournament. We had what was it? 6 different matches at the end. I believe it was a 4-way, so 8 matches, 8 elimination matches. Obviously, I got through the first match, which was with Kirby Wackerman. Not sure if you're familiar with him. Okay. After that, the main event ended up being myself, Mike Skyros, Fox Vineyard, and Lance Madewell, who was taking out immediately before even touching the ring. He got what he calls assaulted. I say it could have been worse. I could have did a better job taking him out. But it wasn't me. It wasn't me taking him out. I had no fear. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty much, besides Lance, that was tough competition at Fox. He knows me in and out. I know him in and out. We've tagged, like you said. We've wrestled singles against each other. Mike Skyros is really good. I had 2 opportunities to get in the ring with him. The last time he got the upper hand on me, I give it up. I'm not going to be a sore loser and cry about it. But that night winning the championship was something else. First championship. First champion. It could have been anyone. That was anyone's game right there. We all had time to prepare. We went out there. We did the damn thing. Next thing you know, I'm out of the ring. I see like a reflection of myself for a second, as if I had a double. I don't know. Fox was just standing in the middle of the ring, not paying attention to anything. It seemed he was the last competitor. I hit him with the Cobra Clutch Slam, which I had called the shock drop. Got the 1, 2. I squeezed. I was waiting for that kick out. He was out. I won it. It was like you black out for a quick second. You don't think about the people around you or what's going on. You're just like, especially when you're first. It's a holy shit moment. You're just like, did I just do that? Are they lying to me? Or am I going to turn around and the other guy's going to be there and hit me with something? Was there a confusion? No confusion whatsoever. Belt was brought to me. My twin Tyshawn ended up being there somehow, like right next to the ring, inside of me. Took a couple pictures. He got confused for a second. You know how it is. When we stand in front of each other, it's like a mirror. We get confused. Sometimes I think I'm Ty. He thinks he's Omar. It's a crazy thing. But yeah, man, I won the belt. I was escorted back to the locker room and sat there for about a good hour just looking at it. Sitting on the bench, placed it in front of me, just looking at it. Sweat just pouring down me, towel on me, and I'm just getting emotional right now. It was great. I just wanted to show everyone, when you want something, take it. So I wore it everywhere. I went to a restaurant. Guess what? I went to the local Chinese restaurant. Guess what? Yeah. Belt on me. They knew who the champ was. Guess who got extra food in the extra egg roll? The champ, baby. Went down to the supermarket. Guess who got a discount? I didn't even have any coupons, man. I even forgot my wallet in the car. Still walked out with the food. Everywhere. Pizzerias. I went to bed. Single man. Right next to me. Taking out the pillow. Finally used for the pillow that was next to me. Man, we slept together. Hung her up. We watched TV. Eat popcorn. Watch old horrible horror movies. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. You remember that picture? And since you were talking about the pictures, before you even bring it up, or if not, I'll exploit myself. I had put it in a stroller because it was my baby. It went everywhere with me. I took it to Massachusetts. I took it down to Pennsylvania. I went to Maine with it. I went down to New Jersey with that thing. I let everyone who challenged me go up for the title shot. I was like, you're not even from New York. Then next thing you know, someone started calling me the best in New York. Made a shirt out of it. I didn't believe it, but if the fans are saying it, guess what? It's going on a damn shirt, and I sold it.
Now we were talking about sometimes you're a heel, and it's not you that chooses that. It seems to be, and as I talk to more men and women on the show, that it's us that chooses it for you when you come out that curtain. How is it that you're getting these big adulations from the crowd when other places it's like boo the piss out of HVO. HVO is going to come right back at you. How is it so different at there than it is at other places?
So this will go back, and then I'll bring it back to the future. I got to go way back to when I started, 12 years ago, right? So I came out. The promoter told me, don't really do much for the fans. He goes, go out there, do what you do, let them feel you out. He heard me speak English after he saw that some of them didn't like me because, I didn't haggle them. I didn't, try to get them to cheer for me. No high fives, no nothing like that. And they're like, okay, they like your wrestling, but they don't like, your attitude. The guy's like, you speak English, right? Or was that just like a little bit? I was like, no, I speak English. He goes, good. They kind of don't like you already anyway. Go out there and speak English. Hands me a microphone. And he goes, all right, when your music hits, come out, speak English, blah, 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 blah. My cousin was doing this very patriotic Puerto Rican thing. And, he was going to come out, defend Puerto Rico, blah, blah, blah. You get it. So that's how that started. When I came to out here, my first official match was at PWA. I hid in Fox Vineyard's Fox costume he has. And I snuck in there, no one was paying attention. No one was paying attention to the mascot. There was a bowl there with the numbers. I saw some of the wrestlers coming up, filling out some paperwork, taking snuck a number, had it. I was like, oh, I'm wrestling tonight. And that's how it started here. It really wasn't face or heel. I had one moment, I had a guy in, a chokehold for a second, and I had a fan yell at me about it, and obviously, I yelled at them back. I had someone else that liked me, and I did a move, and they're all, with their, oh, do it again, and I was like, yeah, you want me to do it again? So I do it again. Sometimes I fail, which is when I learned to not listen to all the fans. You can't listen to them all the time, and then, then you get one of those two people, you just walk out. WOH is a perfect example. I walked in there. They knew nothing about me other than I was TIW champion. I walked in and my music hit. Before my foot stepped out there, that whole building was booing. They've never seen me work. All they saw was on the poster, it was me with a belt. Mm-hmm. And that place was falling apart. They didn't even like me. And I was like, I guess I know who I am here. So sometimes I guess they choose it. Sometimes the guy wants, I don't know if I can.
No, like I was saying before, sometimes we choose for you men and women when you come out, all depending on said promotion, how often you've been seen there, what the storylines you've been involved in.
Going up against someone's favorite, so they're going to yell at you. Oh, this guy's going to kill you. You know that stupid chant. They've done it for me. Omar is going to kill you. I'm like, I am not going to kill no one. I'm not trying to get arrested. Look at the commissioner like, oh, not me. I'm Puerto Rican, but no me, papi.
Now I want to go back to TIW because my dad and I, yeah, are you sure that's not P?
Continue before I cut the feed, all right?
Hey, no.
Nonsense. This is one of the finest pineapple rums, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. My dad and I okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. If you're good.
Good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sure?
That rum, are you sure that's not grain alcohol or something in there? Because hey man, we're feeling good, right? Look at that smile, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
My dad and I,
that HBO, no, the mall that HBO built.
Yeah. we go to the shows, and we've gone to a couple of the TIW shows out at the mall. And the last one we went to happened to be the time you won the TIW championship. Again, take the fans on a little journey of how you gained that championship.
No one liked me in TIW. Honestly, I didn't like the fans there. It was Pittsfield, Massachusetts, one of the shitholes of Massachusetts. It's like people who are born, live there, even drive by it, are immune to this coronavirus by birth, or any virus that anyone could come up with. It is a shithole, man. I don't know if you ever been there. Well, yeah, no, you've been there. And then you went to the mall. You've been to the mall. You've seen that place. Ain't no kidding, man. Everybody was running out of that shithole, man. No one wanted to be there. I didn't want to be there, but guess what? They were paying me. So wherever the money is, HVO is. And pretty much that's where my anger issues, as Paul Laporte with an E at the end calls it, started. I was trying to show I was a top contender. You know, company was new. Everybody wanted to show them they were, a top guy. I wasn't thinking about championships or nothing. Then I hear, oh, they're bringing in championships. They're doing this. And then I find my name all the way on the bottom of any list. And then no one's looking at HVO. And I was like, listen, if you're not going to look at me, I'm going to make you watch. And fans, like I said, didn't like me. Me and Paul Laporte did not get along whatsoever. I did not follow any of his rules because, yet again, I don't follow those rules. I didn't go to his office, hey, can I please get this match? No, I walked in there and I told him, this match is happening. Write up the contract. Quick, get it done. Don't beat around the bush. I always feel you're good enough. Okay, go. You think you're good enough? Go, right?
Yeah, and leading up to that,
right? You only live once, right?
Yeah, exactly. And leading up to that, you and Mr. Paul Laporte, man, you guys had this crazy rivalry going on. You even dressed up as each other on Halloween. Holy shit, that was funny as hell.
That was funny.
that was hilarious.
That was good. And it was funny too, because it was just like I was already dressed. I was, trying to get ready to get a good picture, a good selfie. And next thing you know, I get on Facebook, and the first thing that popped up as soon as I refreshed was him dressed as me. And it blew my mind. I put my phone down. I was like, no, I can't do this because he's gonna think I'm copying him. But then I looked at it, and he had only posted up within like the last minute or two. So I was like, no, if I can put it up, I got time. I did it. It doesn't matter who did it first, it's who did it best. And I believe I did it best, I did it best.
Oh my God. That man, now that's the stuff. And I mean, and I know I have to not be the only one, because you guys had a nice little fan base going on over there. I mean, you still do over at TIW, but at that time, the fan base was pretty invested into that whole story thing. So I know I'm not the only fan that popped when we seen that shit. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Forgetting the best part, when I finally won the TIW championship.
Yes.
Finally beat their little top guy, Mr. Must-See TV. No one watches TV, Don. They're streaming apps, all right? No one watches TV. He's a good guy, don't get me wrong, but I beat him. 1, 2, 3. Made Paul Laporte have to give me the belt. I didn't want the ref to give me the belt. Paul Laporte had to personally give it to me. I felt so much negativity on him when he tried to touch me. I had to put that dog down. I don't regret it. I wish I could do it again. Then, he had his little friends come out from the back and try to protect him. And then I had to run out through the fans. And, I had some of those bums try to touch me. It's disgusting. I still remember that shower when I got home. I had to scrub that belt. It smelled like mess holes. It was disgusting.
I find it comical. It's not that nice. I do find it comical though, but that's not very nice.
Am I very nice?
I'm not
the meanest. I'm
just
sure you had meaner people than me on here, or
yeah.
hopefully in the future have meaner people on here than me, so I don't look that mean. What are you laughing about?
Nothing. You brought up Ty Shine, and Ty Shine is one hell of a competitor in Test of Strength Wrestling and Paradise Alley Pro. And you made your way into our area because you're from. Let me remember because I don't want to get hurt next time you see me. You're from the New York area. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make the. Wow. So you come and make it our way, and man, you made an impact. We had some good times. And again, down here, you joined forces with Ty Shine, and you guys became the Bellow Twins. And there was some twin magic. There was some really cool shit that you guys were doing down here. But now I turn it back again. You and the fans jumped. Whoa, holy crap. I just
Wow. Okay then.
Wow. I think. Well,
Yikes, Don, get it together, guy.
hold on.
That's embarrassing, my dude.
Oh my God. Hey, dude, that's like the first time that's ever happened, and it happened to be HVO. Sorry. I'm trying. Hold on. I'm trying. I'm trying to get it together. If you hey, this is a low budget one man show. I don't know if you know that or not. Could you just like if I put you on hold, could you talk to my secretary while I try to get my stuff together? Would that be all right? Could you talk to my secretary? Is that possible? This thing is not. It's not. Hey, it's not. It.
What kind of crap is this, bro?
It's not quite. Hey, watch this. It's gonna
No,
get
that
better.
track better not bounce.
No, watch this.
I am embarrassed for him. All's in a one-man budget show. One man, what the hell did he's got to pay for? He's got all the money for him.
Oh God, this is amazing. My whole thing just collapsed. Everything just totally fell apart and collapsed, Mr. HBO.
Yeah.
Hey, he's drinking the pee again. Oh man.
Whoa.
What?
Watch your mouth in there.
What? For some reason, you broke my setup. Mr. HBO, you broke my setup.
Some like Five Below clip you got just hanging on some light pole in your room?
Well, no, see, I've had trouble over the course. It's been not good, to be honest with you. I've run into some. Yeah. This is not working. My shit is all fucked up.
Oh, Mr. Don. So while you try to figure your thing out, I'm gonna tell you about Ty.
Yeah, tell me about Ty. Go ahead.
Someone had posted up a picture on Facebook about a bald-headed beard wrestler that worked a PW show in Connecticut. And it was not me, but the pictures tagged me in them, and I was getting a shit ton of tags. And I was like, yo, this is not me, but this looks like me, but it is not me. And it wasn't me at the end of the day. Don't interrupt me. I know you think you just got your setup good. Shut up. Anyway, so I messaged the guy and I was like, yo, I don't know why you tagged me in these pictures. I'm flattered that you think you actually got to see me at a show, but that was not me. And the guy was like, no, I'm sorry. Facebook just did it on its own. I was like, oh, yeah. So Facebook just tagged a random bald-headed bearded guy. So your bald-headed and bearded guy picture, right? Because that's how this works. Anyway, then vice versa. A picture of me was posted up and then Ty was tagged in it. And then he messaged me and I was like, yeah, that just happened to me a couple of days ago. Why the hell you look like me? And we got to talking. We, chatted a little bit. He asked me if I ever went down to Connecticut. I told him I did PWA a few times, and ever since I haven't been down in Connecticut. And miraculously, one day I was, given a little email, and I was brought down to a Friday night alley fight, and this was amazing. One of the, I believe, third time I met Mark Adam Haggerty, and if he's watching this, GFY, he knows what that means. Little hurt. Anyway, and I walk in the building, Ty standing on one side of the ring talking to someone, and everything just froze. Everyone was like, thought Ty was over there. Then they turned to the side, and Ty's standing in the back. And Ty just walks all the way over to me, and it's like one of those movies where everything just slows down, and then there's like some weird music, and then we're just standing in front of each other like, is this real? We like poked each other. We took a selfie to see if after we took the selfie to see if, we looked the same, and we looked the same. I was a tiny bit lighter, I had to go tanning, which was very fun to lay at the beach and tan. But, yeah, man, and, we spoke about it because, we were there in person, and then Slick Wagner Brown saw this and just died laughing at it because he was like, yeah, you guys could pull this off. And we're just like, yeah. If he thinks we could pull it off, I was like, I'm down. Spoke to Ty. We tried to figure out some kind of a name, whatnot. I was brought down to TOS afterwards. And our first match, we were actually brought in to the tag team tournament to be, the first ever tag team champions of TOS. We were up against the Gordon brothers, another set of twins, but fake twins, not real twins like Ty and I, We found out later on we were like separated at birth somehow. This whole thing, that's not important. But yeah, we went up against a fake pair of twins and we beat them. And I was like, okay. Like you said, he's very good in the ring. He's very agile. He's good, and it was amazing tagging with him because it was like I was tagging with myself. I needed a break, bam, tag myself, boom, refreshed me, was in there. It was cool. It was fun. We had a couple really good matches. We got matching gear. We did twin magic to try to get a better advantage, and we won the number one contenderships for the TOS Tag Team Champions. Which was fun until Jay Freddy started babbling on about, oh, we'll defend these belts against anyone in Japan and this place. Meanwhile, the number one contenders were standing right behind him and Wagner Brown. Disrespectful because I had some respect for him. Some bien poquito. Then I had none.
Poquito. I know what that's small, right? Small, little.
Yeah, like you.
I know. Poquito. I know Poquito. But anywho, those tag belts, very beautiful tags, championships and test of strength. And so I kind of want to go a little fast forward, though, because you took some time off. And before this whole thing was occurring, you were supposed to make your way back and go against the Rock and Roll Express with your tag team partner, Fox Vineyard. How did all of that come about after kind of being off for a little bit?
It took some time for me. My knee, my right knee needed a little fixing. I got that done immediately. As soon as I got all my bookings done, went right to the hospital. Well, I went home, took a shower and whatnot. Went to the hospital, got the procedure done early in the morning. Later on that day, I was given a green light to go home. I was able to stand. It hurt like hell, but I was able to stand. Not a major surgery. I had excess buildup of cartilage on the bottom of my kneecap. It was just quick cutting, a little scrape, sew me back up. All right, you're good. Because it was making it very difficult for me to stand like straight. It would hurt, and I was taking time off. I was doing the daddy thing and just working, just living life, working on my art, working on me. And I got a phone call and I pretty much said no. And I got a phone call and I said no. And I got a phone call and I said no. And 6 phone calls in. I said, what the hell? Once they told me, you and Fox, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. And it was like Rock and Roll Express, and I was like, no. And then they called me again, and then the last time I was like, you know what? I was like, screw it. I was like, why not? I was like, who else is gonna call me out of the blue and be like, hey, you want to work some WWE Hall of Famers? Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, the Rock and Roll Express with Fox Veneer. If it was a random guy, they could have called me and said, you and Ty. I probably would have still said no to them like 50 times before I said yes. It was annoying. It was getting closer and closer to the date. And the guy's like, listen, I need you. And I was like, why the hell do you need me? It was like, your fans need you. And I was like, oh, fine. If I have to, Mom, I'll go wash my gear. Always wash. And yeah, and then, this whole thing happened, and then it just took it away, which meant don't get back into wrestling. Just continue to relax. That was the thing, because they knew if I got back in the game, it was going to be over. By the end of the year, you thought 2019 I was holding 4 belts. I was going to be holding 5 this year by the end.
Damn. Now, when things come back, we don't know where it's going to start from, because say like with the event that you were going to be part of at the mall, it was going to be yourself, Fox, against the Rock and Roll Express. Now, is that something that gets postponed and comes back, or is it something that just moves forward that you get to, do you get a chance to do this, or is it just a big question mark because we just really don't know what's going on?
Yeah, man, right now we really don't know what's going on. In 3 days, we can get a message, everything is good, and I'll probably get a phone call, hey, it's back on, or probably, oh, they're booked up, so who knows, we probably can't do it, and then miss the opportunity, which is one of those things that's like, oh, okay, it wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, Test of Strength has been a fun ride with you, Ty Shine as the Bello Twins, but there's been a little added element to both of you, and that is Ref Blue Shoes, because I love Ref Blue Shoes. Gina. Ref Gina is one of my favorite absolute refs in the universe.
Sure it's not Bill? You sure it's not Ref Bill? Who you didn't even mention earlier when you were talking about zebras?
That was by choice. That was by choice.
By choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see how it is. Oh, I had the zebras, and then you leave out one of the ones that's always taking the selfies with all of them. I see how it is. No. That's it. Favoritism. I got you.
I didn't get to finish, but Ref Quinn was on my show too. I just want to throw that in there. But Ref Gina was on, and man, you guys would have some fun and messing back and forth. You guys had this weird chemistry. I don't see that with referees a lot with the wrestlers. Or am I not correct on saying that?
I don't know, man. Gina was like the third Bello twin for some reason. She was fun to work with, easy to just like mess around with and joke with and stuff like that. She was like one of the refs. You've seen me. I get in some of the refs' faces. I would get into her face and just pretty much sometimes just start breaking down laughing. I don't know if you remember PAPW, the Taco Festival.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you wasn't there. That's right. That's why it was a beautiful day. So I had the match. Gina's trying to touch me in the beginning of the match, dude. I'm like, yo, don't touch me. There's people here. And then she kept trying to touch my leg. And then, there was this big old fiasco thing. And I was like, no. And she goes, I'm the ref. You need to come here. I need to check. And I was like, bro, you know me. It's Ty. Leave me alone. I got this. She goes, no, I know you, Omar. And I was like, definitely the wrong one. Look at the eyebrows. But no, man, I don't know. We had fun. We triglycerides.
My most favorite, and I'm telling you, man. When I spoke to Ref Gina, that is definitely, if not like my top 3 maybe my top two, maybe my top one. I just don't know. That one is one of my all-time favorites, and I'll never ever forget it. And anytime Face Page reminds me of it, I'm always gonna share that effing thing.
Twin Magic at its finest, you know. Sometimes I'd say I had to go wash some dishes. Oh, I gotta head out to work. Ty's passing by. Boom, tag. Boom. Next thing you know, Ty's finish out the dishes. Boom, I leave. Sometimes Gina's talking Ty's ear off. He doesn't want to hear it. Bam, tag. Boom, here I am. Yeah, triglycerides. Yo, that's crazy. Tag Ty. She shut up now. Boom. Done. It was beautiful. That was just, I'm still just laughing about it. She just turns her back. Ty just boop. Next thing you know, hey, it's me listening to you talk about your triglycerides here.
Dude, some of the most creative, and without even, just hanging out and pre-show and just having some fun, and you guys come up with these cool little antics, man. It's a really so much fun. It kind of adds so much more of an element for me personally, because I get to do these things with you, and I'm always thankful for the time you guys give me doing that stuff. But so much fun.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Ty's three top favorite things, that caught me off guard, that he said that we both want.
Go ahead, enlighten the fans, please. Share with the fans.
If I remember correctly, with concussions and whatnot and everything that goes down. Oh. Okay. I see. We wanted the money, we wanted the power, and we wanted the bitches.
Man, I would pop the F off every single time you guys said that. I would pop. Man. We would have a gas with
every time. Just grabs the mic. You know why? I'm trying to get the mic back from him real quick. No. Not right now. Which was funny. We were the yin yang, Ty was cool. Everybody loved Ty. He came out smiling. They saw his beautiful, eyebrows. Oh, this guy's cool. Then the same looking guy comes out and immediately, boo! He look the same. Except for sometimes I have a longer beard and he has a shorter beard. But at the time, you can't tell us apart. What was it? Ty Shine, and HVO and HVO.
Those are the things I'm talking about, my man. Those are the fun, so much fun, so many memories. And there's one memory that really sick. And I know I'm jumping from Bello Twins because I'm going right back to that. But there was one time at Battlefront, we were hanging outside. It was a gorgeous day. We got there wicked early. And man,
okay.
I
know where you're going with this. I'm outside early, having fun. I found a kite for a discount at a store, so I decided, hey, why not? I'm going to fly this kite in the parking lot that's private, and then here comes Don Kincaid following me as I'm ridiculously fucking running. Oh, I'm flying it with the, hey, it's Don Kincaid with the Don Kincaid file, and I got HVO flying a kite in the parking lot. I'm like, come on, bro. It's like, what's next? You're going to pop in the stall next to me? Hey, this is Don Kincaid with the Don Kincaid files, and slide the phone over? That's not a fact. You followed Elijah Woods into a freaking store. Like, you're ridiculous. You have no shame. That's why your camera fell. I'm surprised it doesn't fall now of the embarrassment.
Okay. Another favorite. Oh God, the Elijah 6 Slim Jim thing is a fucking favorite. Hey, maybe next time I'm stalking it. I mean, follow it or whatever. I'll slide. That's not a bad idea. Slide it under the stall. We gotta.
Oh, please don't ever do that. The last thing I want to hear is that someone beat you up for something like that. Is justified on its own, but not for that. That's like that stall. You knock on the door, hey, if you can answer this question, I'll give you $100. They're like, what? This is cash stall. It's a game.
Shit. I think I broke one of my rights. I'm on the right side. I think I broke a rib. It's really
make rib jokes, bro. I broke a rib in a championship match once. That is no joke.
Competing injured, not the smartest thing to do, but I've heard many men and women do it just to push through to finish their performance. The show must go on and stuff like that. I've heard about that injury when it all went down, and I was like, oh shit! But you pushed through the injury. What was going on? What happened during the injury, though? How did it occur?
So it was a TIW match. It was myself and Tyler Vincent. We were going, up against each other in a no disqualification match for the TIW championship. He won it back, what was clearly mine. We were fighting outside. There was a couple boxes of pizza. Obviously, he doesn't like pizza. He decided to throw some pizza boxes on me and then slammed his body on top of me. I heard a snap, a crackle, and a old pop, and I didn't feel good. This was 3-4 minutes into the match, maybe 5. Ref comes up to me asking me if I'm okay. I knew the ref, and I was like, no, get him away from me. I need to breathe right now. Got my, call like a fresh gust of wind or whatever. I was able to breathe. We got up. Craig's like, all right, I'm stopping the match because I think you just broke your rib and you're not going to continue. And I grabbed him and I was like, if you stop this match, I'm going to slap you. I'm not going to punch you. I'm going to slap you. He goes, what? And I pushed him and I started, go back after Tyler Vincent. We're going back and forth another part. I got hit. Obviously, you could tell I was pretty much done. Craig comes up to me. I'm stopping the match. I looked at him. I was like, all right, stop the match. I'm going to get him. I'm fucking hitting you. So I'm straight up like that, cursed him. Fan heard and was like, oh my God. And I was like, I don't care. We finished the match. I still won. Immediately right afterwards, took me like 3 hours to change and get to the hospital and get checked out. And, was told you can defend your title the way you are or give it in. They expected me to just give in the title. I was like, no, if I'm going to lose a title, I'm going to lose fighting.
That's the heart of a champion, because the sacrifice and everything it takes to get to that part, that height in any promotion, to be able to fight and vie for that championship that they hold dearly, for you to have it. Not only one, but you had 4 major championships. So I mean, man, that's really cool to have a multi title holder. The confidence that promoters have in HVO, I think that's why you got that call, and you were getting, they were coming at you time after time. Come on, do this thing, man. So I think you should give props for yourself where it's due, because you put on a good show. You're good in the ring.
That's one of the issues I have. Gimmick, let's say, aside, right? You're talking to me as a person. I don't see what millions of other people see. I know what I'm doing. I know what I've been taught. I put on my tights just like any other person that puts on their tights in the back. And Marcel Williams heard me say this once. My music hits. I'm right at the curtain. I was like, all right, time to go out and look like I know what I'm doing. I go out there and I have fun. It's been 12 years. I just have fun with it. I don't have an ego. I'm very humble. I'm a 12-year rookie. Today I can learn something new. Tomorrow I can learn something new. You don't know it all. There's so many new things in wrestling every day. Everyone comes out with, let's say, like a Simon Gotch comes to someone and wants to like chain with someone. That dude is like insane in this. And you don't know, right? Some people won't have the guts to say, yeah, I don't know that, because they want to be all big macho. Yeah, I know. No. I'll tell them, nah, I don't know. They're like, yeah, but you've been doing this for this long. I was like, okay, I'm not that advanced. I just have fun. I go out, I do a couple of things. I have fun with it. And everyone seems to enjoy it. Everyone buys my merch. Everyone tells me they like me. Sometimes I have a shit match and someone's like, yo, that was a good match. And I'll look them right in the eye. Don't lie to me. I didn't feel like it was good. And they were like, no, it's good. So I guess in a way I should. But at the same time, this is just enjoyment, I'm not getting paid millions. As you said, these fun times like with Gina, these are these memories, the road, let's say the car broke down, but then you're still able to make the show and then you laugh about it later. You try not to point fingers immediately. No, let's deal with this. Let's get to the show. Let's do this. Let's change. Let's give them their all. Once drove down all the way to Pelham, North Carolina with 5 minutes before my match. I had to get there, find a parking, rush in, get dressed, do all this stuff, and then run over. And then my music was already hitting by the time I finished tying my boot. And I was like, oh, let's go. This is what we do it for. So then later on we could laugh about that stress. But I am gonna have to cut you off. They didn't pay me enough to do this, and I've been watching the time, and I might have to charge you a little bit more if you want to keep me going. But at the rate,
I don't remember the request of the money, so this is new to me. I hope that Richard E. Stone isn't part of any of this because he's kind of a jerk to me, and he will get your money. I'm telling you.
My attorney will be reaching out to you. Don't worry.
Fantastic. I guess I'm gonna have to do this.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rest of the firm, though. Don't worry about the rest of the firm.
I wore this so you could maybe be a little bit nice, but hey, it's time to go. This was Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid, and my very special guest, one HVO Omar, high voltage Omar. Don't call him high voltage. Don't do.
Pendejo, mira, hey, watch your mouth.
Trash in the place.